the highest grossing biopic in West Africa of all time. I'm most surprised it's not of all time.
They don't do a lot of biopics.
Yes. Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti is now streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Biopics are not really my thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how will you rate this one?
I enjoy a good biopic, and I already know about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti's story before.
Not completely. I think that's where this biopic was helpful.
There was nothing new for me in this biopic.
If you do a good Google search, you'll be able to get all this info though.
Most biopics there, you can get from a good Google search. Anyway, if I'm going to rate this movie out of the jump, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It's just the movie for me, honestly. Judas the Black Messiah is one biopic I really like. So it's up there. Everybody has to meet up to that one. That's the standard for me. Kehinde Bankole carried the entire movie, so yeah, 5 out of 10. Not bad.
I don't even do biopics in the first place, so it's just okay for me. When film started, I was not really into it so much. Maybe towards the end, I was like, okay, maybe it's going to end now. That's how I'm like, okay, not bad. So I think I'll give it like 7 out of 10.
You retired at me.
It's there.
It's okay. It's just there for me. So this film follows the life of Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti. This biopic starts in 1977 to be precise, where Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti was thrown off the balcony. She was already an old lady then, and she was thrown off the balcony by soldiers. She didn't have to sustain very life-threatening injuries.
They said she died a year after due to the injury. This film was told when she was in the hospital recovering from these injuries, and she's being interviewed by a French reporter. We have Joker Silva playing the older version of Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, and she's doing the narration with flashbacks telling us the story of her life.
It started from the very beginning, which is nice. When Funmilayo was a young girl, when she was still called Frances. When she was young, she was the first girl in her secondary school, then down to the time when she went to London to further her education. Then her career as a teacher, which propelled her to becoming the activist that she became. There was a time when one of her students missed classes, and when she went to meet a boy's mother in the marketplace, she learned about the plight of the market women, so that urged her to forge the Abeokuta Ladies Club.
The Abeokuta Ladies Club was used to teach these women just basic skills and just help them out a little bit. It was later renamed to the Abeokuta Women's Union. The union was used to advocate for these market women in Abeokuta that were suffering from unfair tax prices. Funmilayo led a revolt against the Alake. She was able to summon 10,000 women to revolt against the Colonial Council and the Alake. This revolt was so serious that the Alake at the time, in 1949, temporarily abdicated his throne because of this. But the film did not really touch on how the union also evolved into the Nigerian Women's Union.
Well, I don't have a lot to say about this movie because it's a biopic. What do you have to say about biopic? Someone's like, well, I think it's a good one. I think it's a welcome project because we don't really have a lot of biopics in Nigeria, let alone one about a woman that is so influential like Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti. Everybody knows Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti's name. People know her as an activist, but they don't really know what she did, like the nitty-gritty of everything. They know her as Fela's mom. They don't know that she had other children as well. There's a lot of stories to tell. A lot of people in Nigeria say, oh my god, I didn't know that Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti was such a fighter.
Just that she was the first lady to
drive a car. I think we need more female heroes, our stories to be told. I
think it will really inspire a lot of like the new generation to see this story being told. So I think it's a necessary story to be told.
Yes.
I've been educated, even though I do not like biopics, but I appreciate this one.
Yeah.
I learned something. The casting, Kehinde Bankole was the brilliant actress. She killed the role, but the younger Funmilayo and the older Funmilayo, I don't like the narration. Maybe it's the actor herself, I don't know, but I don't really feel the narration so much. It just seemed like a boring documentary when the narration was on, but when action was taking place with Kehinde leading and fighting and talking to the Alake and the rest, I'm like, yes, okay. But anytime the narration came on, or when we go back to present day, I'm like, I don't feel like they even look alike. So I don't really like the casting so much. Not Kehinde or the casting of Joker Silva and the other one. I don't think 3 women look alike.
I think the little girl is okay. Therefore, Kehinde Bankole spot on. Even the way Funmilayo raises her hands and everything from the pictures and documentaries, you will know that Kehinde Bankole really took her role seriously. But for the older Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, I think they would have just dressed up kind of. The makeup department would have done something for her that used to play the older lady because they had to go to the hassle of coloring Joker Silva's teeth and we could see. Then the little girl was okay.
One thing, I feel like they tried to carve it out in a way to be like a love story. Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think that was necessary in a way. We know that she loved her husband a lot, and she loved her children and her family, of course.
Yeah, we are talking about her now. Even most of the time, they had to like infuse the husband into it, like the husband's I don't know their source materials for it. Of course we'll make suggestions, of course, because her husband, I just think that they wanted to also show her as a family person, because most of the time when you think of her, you just think of her as Fela's mom, activist. That was their way of trying to show her as a human being. She's like someone that can fall in love, that like liked to go on picnics, that took tea and everything. So yeah.
If you have seen this biopic, tell us how much you like it or how much you do not like it, if that's even possible. And so don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to We Have Binge-watching.
Until next time, do take good care of yourself. Goodbye.